talk about, defining them, and for Jim, you defining what a press kit is and what are the essential things that they should have in there, from an artist perspective and also from a label perspective.
Well, with us, a traditional press kit has four main contents. It's the press release, you've got the bio, you've got any previous press, as well as a photo, a publicity photo if you have it, and you also, of course, have to include your music as well. Now, the press release is generally written in a one-page letter form, and it's going to announce the artist, the album, whatever it is you're wanting them to cover. If you have a show in Atlanta, the press release needs to have that up top, so just that's the information that they need. And it basically needs to be short and sweet, so that they can take that information and a lot of times just put that into what they're going to be writing about. A lot of times, just taking the information out of that, putting it in there. The bios are going to be more in-depth than the press release. So if they read your press release, hey, it sounds great, this sounds like something interesting, I'll go into it. And by going into bio, it's a little deeper about who the band members are. What's interesting, how the band's, the evolution of the band, how things have grown. If you've got a newer album that's coming out with it, why this album is new, or what about this album is going to make them want to listen to it, because basically that's what you're wanting these people to do, is listen to it, because they're going to have a stack of 200 CDs on the desk, so you've got to have something very creative, but something to the point. And then with the previous press, you don't necessarily have to have that, but if you do have any previous press, it's all a building process, from the smallest blogs to the smaller newspapers, all the way up to the biggest media outlets. So include that in there, so if they keep reading, they can see, okay, well, here's what my other respected colleagues have written about this artist. And then, last but not least is a photo. If you have a very interesting publicity photo, that's also gonna better get you into the media. Even if you're reading the back of the flyer or something like that, when they've got a list of all the bands, you'll see they have one or two or three of the bands will have their photos in there. Well, that's just getting in front of more eyes, so more people know about the show.
I would say two things to that. With the cover letter or the press release from the publicist side, or whether you're doing it yourself, the bio should be more the kind of traditional bio background stuff, talk about the record. I would say with the cover letter, you're always looking, because writers, as a rule, are generally sort of lazy, so if you can provide them with the hooks for their stories, if there's, if some member of the band is, a doctor in his spare time, or an anesthesiologist, or some curious fact, or whatever it may be that you think would be a hook for a story beyond just the music, or something that would get somebody's attention, I would generally put that in the cover letter, because that sort of will perk somebody's interest. And a lot of times people aren't going to necessarily read the bio all the way through, or unless they're moved by the music. But if you have something that's sort of bullet pointed, or something that sort of jumps out in terms of why you think that might make for a good story, something out of the ordinary other than we have good music, that's always good. As far as the photos, I would say at this point, probably is not worth putting a color photo or even a hard photo in, because so much of that has gone digital. I would say that what I find is, if you have a website or even something you can email or something, to have high-res downloadable photos, preferably color as well, available on your website, because that's going to be, a lot of times somebody will be passing a band, will be passing through town, will want to do a blurb, will want a photo. If the process becomes very difficult to get the photo, you're less inclined to do it. If somebody can go on a website, 2 clicks, and you have it, it'll get into the paper much faster. So I would say, both from an economic standpoint, because color photos, hard photos are expensive, really not worth it. Nobody's going to take the time to scan anything anymore anyway, so that's mostly digital. So I would say, that's one of the first things I think most bands or artists is have some, ease of use, have something digital, have something high res that somebody, if they want to include, you have a show coming up or want to do a review or whatever it is, they can get to it quickly and easily.